Sunday for some reason. I'm just hoovering it in there. Okay, so today's Saturday, the 20th of January. Temperatures today ain't looking good. And to be honest, I ain't seen no sun. It's complete. You can see what it's like. I'll just probably gonna get somebody saying hello, and it's Mick. Mick, you're a top man. Well done, sir. You're on the ball. Everybody else is kicking it. Oh, Yogi, you missed it again. Anyway, top people, Andrew and Jim. So there it is. It's overcast, cloudy. It looks like it might even rain, even though my old app is saying no, it's not going to rain. But it feels like it's raining in the air. I think. And Jim, it's tomorrow, mate. But good thinking, because I did say it feels like a Sunday, but it's not, because tomorrow Sunday. Anyway, as Jim has just said, free sticker Sunday tomorrow, so don't forget that, guys. So if you're a subscriber, you get a notification when I go live. So ring that bell wherever it is up there. Now, I have been told sometimes that bell, even though you're a subscriber and you got the notification, it doesn't always work. So always make sure you check the bell so you get notification. But yeah, so 13, it's 13 today in the shade, even though there's no shade. Tomorrow, I think it's going up a bit tomorrow. And Yogi's saying he wants his sticker. Well, you're going to have to be there tomorrow, Yogi. No, tomorrow, I might be a little bit later. Well, we might actually do it out while I'm out and about, but I don't know yet. We'll see how the signal is. But yeah, so today, 13, so I can see us having the wood burner on later on. At the moment, we're just tidying up the basement. We've got an electrician guy coming in on Monday to do some more electric, so we have a bit more lighting put in there. And today's question is by Ian. Now, Ian's asking, you were talking about your boiler problems. How much would the Spanish charge to replace it for a new one? Good question, that, Ian. Now, God, we're going back a few months. I think it's probably. I think it was just before Christmas. Our boiler just up with it. What it was, I call it a pilot light. Anyway, it went out, and it happens sometimes, depending on the water pressure, how windy it is. Even though somebody said to me it's nothing to do with the wind that blowing it. Anyway, it went out, so we had no hot water, no heating. So we called out the boiler man, and he said, "Not looking good, sir. You've got an old boiler. You need to replace it." So that's the bit. I noticed yesterday when I was speaking yesterday. So that's the bit. I noticed yesterday when I was speaking yesterday, my voice sounded a bit crackly on the mic. So I know you're watching. I've got 19 people watching. So what's the? I know you're watching. I've got 19 people watching. So what's the picture quality like? And obviously, what's the sound like? Like I said, it just knocked me off again for some reason. So I don't know if it's atmosphere, as they call it, isn't it? The signal, because don't forget here, it's all Wi-Fi. Well, yeah, it's Wi-Fi based. It's usually been pretty good, but I have noticed sometimes when you get a really cloudy day like today, it does affect it for some reason, and nobody's saying nothing. So either it means you can't see me or you can't hear me. I've got 24 in the house. I've got 9 likes. Everybody's typing away now. So I'm gonna hear it. No, I can't hear me. Be interested to see what the response is. Nothing. Hello out there. Hello world. So I don't know if I can't say anything because I've probably been talking to nothing. So I'm just gonna wait and see any response. And I expect what's going to happen, it's all going to kick in and it's all going to come up so quickly I'm not going to read it. So I'm just going to wait. Right, did come back on again. Did come and back on again, says Vodka Dave. What's the sound like? Because I noticed yesterday the sound sounded a little bit tinny. Vodka Dave's retracted his message. Picture fine, says Paula. Well done, Paula, top lady. Sounds okay, is it? I don't know what it was. It just kicked out for some reason. So you get days like that, don't you? It just don't want to play. I take it. Sounds good, says Vodka Dave. That's good then. Cheers, Dave. Thanks for sending a message. Right, okay, so we're back onto the boiler. Anyway, while we was obviously waiting for a second opinion, we thought we'd better check. Well, anyway, the boiler man said he talked about £2,000. Now, the boiler that we've got is an oil boiler, and I presume it's just a basic boiler. Obviously, you know, the more stuff on it, electronic, digital stuff, you can obviously pay well over £2,000. But that's £2,000 plus the fitting. So I thought that wasn't too bad. But thankfully, we didn't have to go down that road. We got another boiler man in just to give us another check, and he said it's fine. You've got another 20 years of it. And since then, it was fine. So thankfully, it didn't cost us nothing. Well, other than him calling them out to resolve the problem. But I did, while we was looking there, obviously, because we can only have oil, we can't have piped in, we haven't got piped in gas here on campus, so you can have a water boiler, a gas water boiler, just for hot water. I see a lot of people doing that lately. We don't need that because our boiler does it all. Obviously, another option there with the hot water is a lot of people I see have got solar power for the hot water. I personally didn't. Thankfully we rented a property that had solar power for the water. I thought it was a bit pointless because a day like this, you're not going to get much power out of that panel. And if anything, I found if you do the washing up, you might get a shower as well. That's it. And you got to wait another 24 hours. But what he got next to it, he got like an immersion heater, so which I think sort of bit pointless, really, isn't it? Stick it on the immersion heater to warm the water up because your solar power thing is not, you know, there's not enough sunlight out there. And another thing I've noticed, I do know because I sit out there in coffee mornings. I just seen somebody saying, "What about LPG?" Yeah, this is what I was talking about with the water heaters. I suppose, I'm not you on about. You're on about. A lot of mobile homes obviously use that, don't they? The big gas cylinders. I mean, the problem with that is obviously one is storage. I'm not sure on the price of that as well. I don't know anybody around here that's actually using that for heating. But going back to the gas, I know down in Mazaron and the port, and I believe even the country club, they've actually got piped in gas, so that's a bit of a bonus, because gas boilers are obviously a lot cheaper. I think you're probably talking about 1,500 for a good upmarket boiler. I'm not talking about, don't forget, I'm not talking about a heating system, guys. I'm just talking about the boiler itself. I was also looking at pellet burners. You can get a pellet burner system that will do your central heating, heat your water up. Wow, they're a lot more money. They look quite a big thing, and obviously you got to feed it. I suppose it's a bit like the oil, I suppose, but the price I thought was a bit steep. Anyway, so Ian, so if you're looking for a new oil boiler, it's going to cost you over £2,000 to have one put in. I don't think personally you would get any cheaper. I mean, I don't know if you can get. I suppose you can get second-hand boilers, but would you want to go down that road to buy a second-hand one? I think I would prefer to have a new one put in if ours does pack up. But I think thankfully we got another 20 years, so I think that'd be my lifetime anyway. So good to know that. Right, tomorrow's is a good question. Like I said, tomorrow, because it's Free Sticker Sunday, I might be a little bit late. I might be I might actually do it out. I'm out and about tomorrow, depending on, one, the weather, depending on the signal. I've missed that one. Anyway, what I always do, guys, always read the comments, usually tomorrow. I don't know what it is, but once this video's finished, the comments don't come up straight away. So what I tend to do is watch all the comments tomorrow. I watched the comments from yesterday. Yeah, so temperature, just going back to temperature, it's 13 today in the shade. I don't think we've got to worry about I don't think we've got to worry about the shade today, because it ain't no. And I'm just looking at the pool. It does look like it might be spotting with rain. So I might be going out early today with the dog, old Bonnie dog. And I'm sure that we're going to have the wood burner on later on. I just caught the wife. We got an outside toilet. Very handy thing to have, guys. If you're buying a place here and you got like a pool and that, have an outside toilet as well. Very handy, especially if you're down in the basement. Anyway, I've got 27 in the house. I've got 16 likes. That's fair enough for me. Could do a few more, but anyway, I'm not complaining. I've still got loads of questions, so that's good. I've got loads of chat for the next month or so, which is good. So I'll catch you tomorrow. Just other reminder, don't forget, Free Sticker Sunday tomorrow. And you got to be on there to win it. Adios, amigos.